girl. Hey.
Jeez, what? Hello, Charles Nelson Riley. Nice to meet you.
Oh, God, girl, what's new with you? What's new with you that you care to share? Speaking of, did you see the image I sent you on Facebook? Or no, it was Instagram. It was Instagram.
When?
Today.
Oh, no, hold on. Let's see here. Let's see. I just saw that the thing I did like a response to the 4:30, so I didn't even see that one.
Yeah. Shares.
I'm already working on a like a Wu-Tang. I'm in the same boat as everybody else, right? I think it's hilarious. Like I like hippos anyway. The videos about the hippo are so funny to me.
Oh yeah. No, wait, girl, what are you talking about? The hippo? Wait, that isn't what I'm talking about.
Which one are you talking about?
I'm talking
the one I have on your page says Wu-Tang denounces Shangela.
No, on Instagram.
Oh, hold on.
Instagram, girl. Instagram.
Wait a minute, you know we're middle-aged, girl.
Instagram, girl. Instagram. There we go. There we go. Does that make more sense with share now? Yes. Okay. Dear listener, it's a picture from Cheers with Cher's face posted on over everybody's. It's called Shares. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. Probably because I'm a flagrant homosexual.
That's so good. I wish they had the only thing I wish they had done was just for the sake of it was like just take one of them and make it Chad Michaels. It would have been so perfect. Just because it would have been just a little off, so people looking at it would have been like, something off of one of them. That's just me personally.
Yeah, find the fake share.
Yes.
God. So I just saw one of our drag queens staying at St. James. I guess I can't call her our drag queen anymore since, Legends doesn't have a house cast anymore. But
the great touring queen.
The great touring queen. And she was with what's her doodle, the one who always does Shaka Khan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what her name is.
I can't remember it.
But you know exactly what I'm talking about. Not LaWanda Jackson. LaWanda Jackson was the one who did Whitney.
Yes.
It's like I will always remember LaWanda. The one time we saw her slide across the stage with that flower. Girl, we threw her $20-$30 in ones just at her that night. It was.
Used to, when they would announce her, I would squeal. I'd be like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Yes, it was
because sometimes she was on the flyer and sometimes she was not on the flyer because she just felt like drop it in, honey.
Yeah, girl, because I think she's based in Greensboro too, wasn't she? Yeah.
And then she moved for a while down to Georgia, but she would come up, so you know she was gonna show up.
Yeah,
she'd be coming to see her mama. She would show. When I tell you, it used to be like Showtime at the Apollo inside of me. I'd be like, oh, give me some 20. Give me some ones right now. Where's the money? I got to go to the machine.
We used to go to the bar so much.
We did.
Like I think about, I went to the gay bar every single day. Every single day.
It's funny you should say that because yesterday was the Ramrod's 30th anniversary, and so I messaged my ex. I was like, oh, because the DJ we both liked was doing. I was like, oh, are you going to go to the thing? And he said, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. And I was like, aren't you still going there a lot? He's like, I almost never go out now. And I was like, that's part of the reason we was like, and I'm sitting here like, are you serious right now? We picked a home based on its proximity to the bar. Mother of pearl. So
does he still live there?
No. He bought another house like on the same kind of neighborhood, but like, it was just so funny to me because I literally was like, "You gotta be joking."
Yep.
This is because when I wanted to live somewhere else, they were like, "No, let's stay close to the neighborhood." Face crack, girl. Face crack last night on my phone. Face crack, like, girl, Girl, bye.
Well,
Girl, bye.
I'm glad you two are able to amicably see and talk to each other now.
Yeah, it's through text message. So.
Speaking of text messages, Maim, did you know we have a Patreon? Dear listeners, you go to patreon.com. Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know we have another podcast?
What?
That's right. It's called Baking Sugar. It's our Designing Women podcast. And Maim, we're resurrecting our other two podcasts. We Object and Over the Moon, that you'll be able to see video of them on Patreon.
Yeah.
That was a sentence, Maim.
It was a long sentence.
We have merchandise at mimsmaim.com. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love?
Do I what?
Do you know what I love?
Oh.
Do you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
You know what I love?
5-star reviews, bitch.
I love a 5-star review, bitch.
I was like, what do you say?
Dear listeners, if you like this, just please leave a 5-star review and write bitch in there. Just
do it.
Just 5 stars, bitch. We love it. We love it. We love it.
So it doesn't get blocked. Make the I a 1, but just that's all y'all got to do. You ain't got to write nothing long. Just 5 stars, B1 TCH. There you go.
Maim, this is season 4, episode 21, Deadpan.
Yes.
So, girl, you know where we're at? On
Bright
Broadway.
Light Big City, yes.
On Broadway.
And we get to get a returning visit from some old episode people.
Yeah, with different names. Yes. So we meet Elliot Estabrook, and they're at the Walcott Theater, and you don't realize who Elliot Estabrook is at first until he turns around and it's Al from Quantum Leap.
Yes.
A completely different show.
Very different.
That we are not going to review.
That would not be a bad one. Although I think there are actually already like a fair number of podcasts to cover that one. People are obsessed with that show.
It was taxing back in the day. Those later seasons get rough.
I don't remember it that well at this point. I remember it used to make my mom emotional, especially the ones where he was like like they were using it to talk about racism. Like she used to get her choked up pretty hard.
So we meet the producer Shayna.
Hi, Shayna.
She's known for her big number was Louis the 16th. Heads You Lose. We meet Walter, who's the new playwright, and he was JB's student.
Oh, okay.
And JB's there too. And they're doing a little bit of back and forth and quipping with each other. And we're in an office, and there's JB is one-upping the critic, Elliot. And they're in this office, there's Denise and Danny. And Danny is a reviewer critic for the Chronicle.
All right.
Okay. So Elliot does TV critic versus Danny, who is a newspaper.
More traditional medium.
At this point, they're both traditional media, girl. Like, it's the 80s. Like, television's been around since the 40s. We're traditional.
You know who they should have had? They should have had the dude, the one with the mustache that was on NBC. He should have been one of the critics.
With the poofy hair?
Yeah.
I love him. Love him.
I would have loved him to guest star in this episode.
Or Jay Sherman. It stinks.
Like, the body's been here 3 days. It stinks. He couldn't have shot him already. It already stinks.
So we're at lunch, And we meet Jason Maypost. He's their publicist. Okay.
Oh.
JB and Walter are there with him and they're chit-chatting. JB does not want to do any more TV interviews. Walter really wants to have Danny, who's with the Chronicle, come down and talk to them and like beforehand. Well, Danny shows up and introduces himself. And he walks away because he's like, this thing I've heard is a real stinker. Denise promises that he'll be fair, right? That no matter what, he will be fair. And we also find out that the critics are all invited to the opening party, that Shayna has invited them all to the opening party. I know, right? Girl, we could
very confident.
We could be critics.
Oh my God, we could totally be critics.
I don't know. You would love everything, though. That's the problem.
I don't love everything. If you put a romantic comedy in front of me, I'm not going to love it.
Have you ever loved a romantic comedy?
I liked Pretty Woman.
That's the one I figured you were going to say. What about Ocean's 11?
That's not a romantic comedy.
Most certainly is.
Is it?
Think about who he ends, how it ends.
I just realized something.
What?
I've never watched any of the modern Ocean's movies.
You've never seen the single, like, what Aaron Soderbergh does to Julia Roberts in that movie, like, gets her to her acting in the, oh my God, it is so good. Like, Ocean's,
I just realized that I've never seen any of the Ocean's movies.
You don't need to see any of the other Ocean's movies, but Ocean's 11 is a good movie.
That's wild.
It's not actually rom-com. It's a heist movie.
I remember the originals. I love the original movie. So it's weird that I never actually saw the remake because I really love the original.
Yeah, it is very, very good.
I'll have to watch it.
I mean, here's a question for you. Is oh God. That movie. Man of Constant Sorrow.
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Is that a romantic comedy? Rom-com?
I am a man
of constant sorrow.
I may be home.
I do have another one that you'll enjoy.
Okay.
My Best Friend's Wedding, because she's the bad guy.
I saw that movie and it made me angry.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to. She's a bad guy.
So I mean, it was effective, I suppose, but also I was just like, did this have to be made?
You should rewatch it. Like it as an adult homosexual, you should rewatch it.
Not as an adult. Don't tell people that.
Girl, because I know you love the drama now in your old age, and you would have been right there being Rupert.
I mean, I love drama at every age, technically. Like, let's be honest here. I love dramatic situations.
So Walter turns to JB and's like, hey, I'm sorry for the witch. She's like, the what? This is a murder mystery. So we're at the dress rehearsal and there's a witch. And like she sets a pile of hay on fire. And there's this really gay man named Jathan who's the director. No, that's not maybe Jason is the director and the other dude. Whatever, we'll get to his name. I'll get it all. They don't matter anyway.
I don't think because my understanding of that scene was I don't think the hay was supposed to catch fire like that.
No, it's supposed to catch fire in the next act.
Okay. All right. I was like, because at first it looked in that time period, I was like, it didn't look terrible. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool, right? But the southern part of me was like, won't that hay just like burn up on stage?
Yeah.
And so when he said that, I was like, oh, okay.
So JB is concerned,
as one would be.
And Walter, we found out that Shayna wanted Walter to rewrite a lot of the play, like a lot of it. So now it's a little bit later. Okay. The play's going on. Walter's looking around. It's he's very concerned with what's going to happen. We find out that the woodsman is changed from the original actor to Craig Donner. Okay.
Oh.
And then Elliot walks in because he always comes in after the show started. Danny's already in there, but Elliot always walks in late. Okay. Well, girl, it's intermission. Go get your drinks and your coffee and
let's go out to the lobby. Let's go out to the lobby. Let's go out to the lobby and have ourselves a treat.
Do y'all have a Alamo Draft House down there?
No.
They're great.
I've heard.
Yeah. You know what sucks? We were going to go see Beetlejuice, then I got COVID. I still haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
No.
Are you going to?
Yes.
Okay, when? When it comes to
soon.
When it comes on television, is that what you're going to do?
I would like to see it in a theater, but like we went to go see the comic yesterday, so you know, Saturday's usually when we go to the movie, so yesterday was Mateo Lane, so
how was it?
He's very funny. I mean, he's funny, but like it was a good, solid like routine, and his opening act was quite good too. So
who was the opener?
Yeah, some dude from Italy that he knows.
Okay.
Yeah, it was it was a very funny routine. I enjoyed it a lot. He the thing I like about him is I know he writes jokes, but he does such a good job at making everything sound on the fly. Like his transition between stuff and all. I loved it. So it was like there was some part where it was a joke I'd heard, or at least a punchline I'd heard, but just like hearing it again, I'm like, oh yeah, like you're reminded that this is a routine. But it was he did a really good job. But it was more gay men than at the bathhouse for an entire month. It was the Broward Center from floor to ceiling.
Oh yeah, because they all think he's hot.
It was wild.
Yeah.
And then the poor Broward Center, because that wasn't the only gay thing going on. They were also doing the Golden Girls live in the other theater. So downtown Fort Lauderdale was deluged with old gay men last night.
So I like Mateo Lane. He's one that I don't know if I'd want to see in person.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'll watch one of his comedy specials on TV, but I don't know if I'd pay for it. Right.
Right.
Nicole Byer, I would pay to see.
Yes.
After seeing Sashir's YouTube thing, I would pay to see her too.
Yeah. We haven't done that a lot. The only comics we've ever done like this are him, and last year we did Sarah Mulligan, the British comic.
What about Rita Rudner?
No, I'm seeing me and my husband. Like, wasn't counting me and you. I was counting me and my husband.
Girl, because we saw
me and you have a very different sense of like who we would pay to see.
Yeah.
When I tried to explain her to the husband, he was just like, "What? Why are you guys going to this?" I was like, "You had to be there 35 years ago. Then you would understand." Picture it, Statesville.
Girl, 35. You're making us so much younger than what we are.
We're not. No, but that's when that was like when our height. So like that kind of like late 80s.
That's true. I feel like I came out of the womb in an evening gown and Rita Rudner.
I mean, we kind of did.
God, yeah. I would. And the Japanese woman with the bowl haircut, I forget what her name is.
Oh yeah,
I would see her in a.
She's coming here.
Oh, good. Yeah, you're going to go see her, right? She's hilarious.
I just remember, like, it came up on my feed the other day, but I can't remember when. But yeah, she's coming.
You should go. She is. If you've never seen her comedy, she's hilarious.
Okay.
Like, one of her jokes is about her grandmother being gluten intolerant. And she thought that was a white people disease because they're weaker.
I'm gonna.
That may resonate. That may resonate with your husband.
Yeah, let that go. Let it go.
Let it go. Do you have any new geodes? Yes, babe. Yes, babe.
Oh,
You
guys,
do.
it's too much. This is all too much.
But do you have any new rocks?
No,
Okay.
still no.
Okay. Well, look, I have to check in
We focused
regularly.
on. We've now focused on fall decorating.
You still?
It will have this. I know the decorations haven't arrived yet. They were supposed to be here this weekend, but they haven't arrived yet.
Arrived, girl. You go to the grocery store. You get some pumpkins. You throw them out, and you're done.
You should know by now that that's not how that works.
Girl,
in
did
my
he buy
house.
some signs that say like "bless this mess" and that kind of thing?
No. But he did buy some specifically like some stuff
Okay.
for like Halloween decorations.
Okay.
Not Halloween, fall decorate. We haven't moved into Halloween decorations, just fall decorations.
This is what's preventing you from being a kept woman.
Not gonna lie. Sometimes he'll show it to me first and he's like, "What do you think?" I'm like, seems very expensive.
You know, that would be my comment, would be that's what's keeping me from being a kept woman. Just walk out of the room.
Yeah, it seems very expensive. Are you sure we need We've had that conversation a lot recently. Look at this garland. Why does it cost that? Yes. Stop. But no crystals.
God, at least crystals are permanent.
Crystals are forever. They are all I need to please me. They won't stimulate and
well, it's
tease
intermission.
me.
It's intermission, girl. Walter goes to get some drinks, and no one is talking
Appropriate.
about the play.
No.
Danny walks over and begins needling Elliot. And basically is telling me he's, an asshole, which he is.
He is. I mean, definitely so.
Well, Walter walks back over to Shayna and JB, and Shayna's like, "Oh, look, they're not talking about the play. Well, that's great. It helps them forget about their lives. Well, they're only talking about their lives. Well, great. That means the play's relatable." And Walter's like, "Deuces, I'm gonna go get hammered.
I'm gonna go. I got a thing. I got a thing I gotta go do.
Yeah, it's called getting drunk." Yeah. Well, girl, we are at the party. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party.
Oh, strangely enough, some dude was requesting the Venga Boys last week for karaoke. He's like, the last few songs have been kind of a drag. I want to do Venga Boys and get the party going. And I was like, that's not how this works here.
My husband has requested Lithonia to be added to the Flex karaoke so that he can do that one.
Do you know what brand karaoke they use?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
I say that because there's different companies, obviously, but the cool one, the Carafun, is the one that most places use. But the reason I say that is because they have a new thing now that I just found out about called the Community, where people will just upload some songs in there that Carafun doesn't normally carry. So you can actually, Lithonia might actually be there already. So
it's kind of hilarious that it's the Community and it's Donald Glover and no wait, Donald Glover was on Community, was he? No.
Donald Glover was on Community.
He was. Yeah, he was. Okay. I think he's had such a weird career that it's.
He has. Now he's playing Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like,
yeah, good for it. Good on him.
Apparently it's good. I haven't watched it, but people have apparently it's doing quite well.
That's a movie I didn't really care for. I thought it was boring
for what it was. I remember really liking it at the moment.
Yeah.
But quickly forgetting it.
Yeah. Like I watched it once. I was like, that is not as exciting. Like you got Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, and
I think it was more exciting, all of the hubbub around the movie.
Yes. And also Angelina Jolie, not that great of an actress.
The Academy would like to beg to differ.
She was great in Girl Interrupted. Not as good as
I don't-
Brittany Murphy and Those Chickens, but she. Look, I stand by that. Brittany Murphy was the best part of that movie, and that is a devastating scene where she kills herself. That is absolutely devastating.
I'll never forget how like surprised I was when she got that Oscar nomination, because Roger Ebert had given the movie like 2.5 stars. I was like, how did this even get past this stage? That like, but it was just they were looking for an in, right? Like,
Surprise, surprise,
surprise, surprise.
surprise.
Oh,
If
that was
you-
gonna be part of my mix that I made for that thing last week. That was part of it.
Oh well, it didn't happen. Dear listeners, Maim just got a very real lesson. Is shit happens this past week.
Multiple lessons, technically.
Especially whenever it comes to art, because sometimes shit just falls apart.
Yeah. Things fall apart.
So we're at the party.
Come on, party.
And we meet Barbara with the hair. She played the witch.
I kind of love her.
And the attention, the review is on. Attention.
Let's go watch.
So Elliot gives the review, and it's a very bad review, except for Barbara. He liked Barbara. And so Shayna throws her wine glass at it. It's like, it slipped. Love her. Like, she's hamming this shit. Her outfits are phenomenal.
Yes.
Like,
if I could take them, I would take them.
Like the gold one with the feathers, and then later on the one with the bow she wears.
Yes.
Oh, that just the fabric itself is what makes it like that. Yeah, so good. So good.
If I was nearby that I could five-finger discount that stuff.
Well, girl, we just need to go CBS slot D.
D.
It's not that big of a D. But aren't you surprised by Hunt actually having a black porn star?
No, they've had a few. Matt Rush worked for them. Like, I mean, they've had a few.
They did not know he was black.
You think he snuck up to the set and they were like, all right, I guess we'll keep him.
I mean, we
thought you were with catering.
Why do you think he kept his hair dyed blonde all those years? Yeah, I'm being dead serious.
I know. I'm being like, oh yeah.
Dear listeners,
I don't think he ever had his real hair color, and then he just started shaving his head.
Dear listeners, gay porn is racist, and he could pass as a white person.
He could, an exotic white person.
Barely. He's not that exotic looking.
I mean, compared to their average white person, yeah. Exotic.
No, girl. He is not. He is not that exotic looking. He
doesn't look white, girl.
He doesn't look black.
No, he doesn't look black, but he doesn't look white.
He looks.
Anyway, he's your problem now, so.
Why is he my problem?
Girl, he's up there now.
He lives in North Carolina. Good for him.
Get away from here after all those run-ins with the law and the allegations and the drugs and the everything.
Well, JB's getting ready to leave.
Oh, don't JB, don't leave yet. Don't leave. It's gonna look bad for the show if you leave the party early.
And Elliot's here, girl. Elliot's
Scandalo.
Here. A scandalo. Well, Walter's also here, drunk.
Yes.
And he has Danny's review in the Chronicle, and they loved it. He absolutely loved it. And he even makes fun of Elliot in the article.
What?
To which Elliot is like, I'm going to go see about this and shut him up once and for all. Well, we're at the police station, and shots have been fired, girl.
Oh, no. Shots fired?
Shots fired. Pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
So stupid.
The other kind of shot would be like that, and I don't think that's the kind of shot that was fired.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, with those people that you know that are over in Germany for Oktoberfest, do they even like beer? Yeah, okay,
Well,
that's what I figured.
A lot of them are lesbians. A lot of the lesbians down here like beer.
Okay.
So
you would probably really like Oktoberfest beer because it's sweet. I know you don't really like beer that much, but it has like no hops, but it's something that I would suggest you tried once.
I don't. Beer is just not. It's just not a thing for me.
And I hear you. I hear you. I really hear you. I think that you may like it. I would not suggest any other beer. Like I would never suggest another beer except for that. Specifically, a German Märzen is the only kind of beer. And when you didn't like it, I would finish the beer.
Oh, okay. But I go, no, buy one of those. Buy one. Try it. You love it.
Yeah, but then can we get a daiquiri with real milk in it? She wants to throw up a little bit later.
Why are you gonna bring that up again?
Danny's dead, and Elliot's holding the gun.
Oh, Elliot, you terrible boy.
No, he just beamed right in and had the gun right there.
Okay, Elliot, I see you there.
Well, the lieutenant's here, and he's Webster's next door neighbor.
I know. There's so many from our childhood are in this episode.
He's already been in.
No, I know, but it's just like there's something so nice about
it. His name is Lieutenant Jarvis. JB's here and Denise are here because they were called in because Elliot potentially shot this man. And JB's like, he was killed a while ago because there's no smell of gunpowder, and he's already turning a little blue. And the lieutenant's like, I don't see any blue.
I don't see none of that you talk about.
So we're back at theater. Back at theater, girl. We're back at theater. Mm-hmm. And JB turned down. She's talking to Shane, and she's like, I don't want any more interviews. And hey, have you considered taking my name off the marquee? And Shane's like, we have a contract.
That's how I don't know about you, but there is a part of me that wishes I could have seen that thing, because if it's so bad that Jessica's like, could you just get my name off of this, please? I wish I could see it at this point now in time.
It's like that musical Spider-Man to me, Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. When we can you imagine like give it 10 more years and just tell some people like, yeah, we had a musical about Spider-Man with music written by you two. It would just look at you like,
did it even last a week?
It lasted a little bit, but that's just because of the like looky-loo, right? It was just one of those things where people just wanted to see like if it was just as awful as everybody said it was. What was it? Turn Off the Dark, I think it was called.
Yeah. Turn Off the Dark run. Oh, wow. It ran 3 years.
Yeah, it was not. It wasn't a failure per se.
Oh, it was, because it lost $60 million.
And it lost money, but just in terms of like a runtime, like it was too expensive. If it had not been as expensive and had all the lawsuits they had to pay.
Yeah, it nearly killed somebody.
I thought it did kill somebody.
Oh, did it kill somebody? I didn't think somebody actually died.
No, somebody died. Somebody died and 2 other people got injured, if I'm not mistaken.
Hold on here. Kill count.
Kill count. Jeez.
Injury 6. No, I don't think anybody
No,
died.
somebody died recently in some kind of Broadway thing, but I can't remember. I mean, I guess I'm getting mistaken because there was an actual death at some point in like our time period of like musicals.
Yeah, it felt like there was a death, but I don't.
That's wild though. 6 injuries. That's
Yeah, but like, and I think one of them was like pretty, like broken back, that sort of dealio.
wow.
Have you watched Fall Guy yet?
No, I think we're
Okay.
gonna watch it this week at some point.
You know, girl, you can just do things on your own.
I made kimchi today on my own, so I mean I do think.
Girl, you can hand him a hot apple cider while he's putting up that garland, and you can. Girl, who is going to get up on the ladder and put up the garland?
Not me. I don't like heights.
But that's, I know.
He doesn't care about heights.
Will he put up garland?
Sure.
Okay.
He can be handy when he needs to.
Did he ever
puts
get?
up the-
Did he ever get in that cabinet?
Yes.
Okay.
Like he puts up the Christmas tree and all that stuff too. Like I mean, he can do stuff like he put.
Christmas tree's not hard.
Oh, it would not according to him. Apparently, it's very difficult, very time consuming, and very tiring.
Very easy. Anyway. Okay.
What's happening right now?
I'm looking to see where we're at. That's what's happening with me. So Walter's here. He's hung the fuck over. Shayna asks for more script changes.
Oh, you're being very demanding considering you're just a witch.
No, Shayna's not a witch. That's Barbara. Shayna's the producer.
Oh,
What
the lady. I keep getting
Yeah.
her and Barbara, their names mixed up.
Barbara with the hair. That's how I refer to her. Barbara with the hair. Barbara the hair, the witch, the wardrobe.
It seems though, right? Like the older lady would be called Barbara and
Yeah.
the other lady would be called Shayna, right?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy.
No, you're
Okay.
not, because Shayna's a much
Very
younger
young
name than
woman
Barbara.
name.
So we also found out that Jason wrote for a different critic. Like he would put like a little blurb together, send the critic, and the critic would just send it through.
Yes. Which was a lot to hear
Yeah.
like publicists just writing the reviews for
Yeah.
people.
But I guess if they agree with it, they'll just send it through, right?
I guess so. But
So JB tries to leave, and Walter begs her to stay and say he'll fix the play. And she's like, you drop the theme of the whole play, which is walking away when there's an injustice. And JB's like, damn it, I guess I gotta stay.
once again, oh my God, I want to see this play. Because why is there a witch with a giant, terrible nose and all of that?
Oh no, she doesn't have the nose. Remember, later on, that's when she turns into a troll.
No. You need to go back the first time and watch the first run at the dress rehearsal.
Yeah.
Because she does have a gigantic Wizard of Oz witch nose.
So, girl, we're at the Chronicle. We're at the Chronicle, girl. We're at the Chronicle where the newspapers and news are being made every day.
Chronicle, dear.
Chronicle,
One-
dear. Chronicle, dear.
1
God.
million readers every day.
Every day, every day.
Morning
every
and
day.
evening edition, because we still have both of those.
Dear
We're that
listeners, if
popular.
you ever want to watch a real good movie, His Girl Friday, real good movie. I know. It's great. It really is.
Anything with Rosalind Russell, you know me. I'm like, anything. I'll take it.
So we found out that Danny worked from home and sent the article in using his modem.
Oh, the modem.
The modem over the telephone.
Was it through a BBS board?
boop,
through the
boop. Call me,
public
call me,
library.
boop, boop. Call me, call me. It's always busy on your telephone line. Why don't
Why
you?
won't you call me?
Call me. Call me, call me.
Oh, bitch. I'm gonna have to listen to that when I do my grocery shopping this
I
week.
know.
Yes, you can call me anytime on my Hello Happy line. Oh, don't get me started about delay, honey. Yeah.
So apparently they used to, and her crazy ass, apparently they used to record when stuff came in on a piece of paper. So it came in and not like it, the way I know it would be done would be a line actually printed out.
Yes.
Whatever. It came in at 11:15 p.m.
Right.
So he sent it and he immediately died.
That's not suspicious at all.
So we're back at Danny's and Denise is there with her hair.
Hey, girl. Hey, honey.
Like her hair, I don't know if you notice, anytime she moves, the whole hair moves. It's very distracting. So Danny used to write notes on the program, and basically his reviews were directly off those notes.
Got it.
So she finds the program for the play, and the notes don't match the review. Like he completely pans it. He calls them wooden and horrible and not available. And so then, or not available, good Lord, not good. So Denise then shows JB the computer door.
Oh.
And she's like, here's the file. But look, you can also delete the file and bring the file back.
Okay.
I don't remember being able to undelete back in the day on those horrible ass
Girl,
drives. Do you?
Let the show do the thing.
Especially on the floppiest of floppy disk.
Let the show.
Do you remember those floppy disks?
I do, honey. I used to fan myself in the summertime with old ones that I wasn't going to use no more.
Carmen, I found you. Flipping them over, side A, side B.
I was having a little moment the other day where I was like, man, I really wish I could remember what some of those games were called so that I could see at least if somebody has an archive of them somewhere, but I can't remember names of them. It was like, 30 years ago now. Yeah. But I remember a few of them were really very fun computer games.
Like what'd you do?
There was like this one where like it was a platformer and the main character was like on a spring. So it was bounced instead of like moved around like normal. I remember it was a really fun game. I mean, also, I was very desperate for anything.
Oh, I think, I'm not kidding. I think it's called something like Pogo Boy or something.
Really?
Yeah. I think, because I don't think it's spring. I think they're on a pogo stick.
Oh. Pogo Boy. Hello, Pogo Boy.
Pogo Joe.
Pogo Joe. Let me go check this out. My electric scooter comes tomorrow. I just remembered that. I'm so excited. No, that wasn't it.
Okay, that was for the Atari.
But, however, I will say, you just link me to basically like some cool websites that I can use to kind of like
there you go
fish through.
Yeah, that Pogo Joe looks a little bit like Cubert, which was one of my favorite old games. I loved Cubert.
So good.
I was pretty damn good at Cubert too.
I was playing a game last night, and I had one of those.
Is it the most dangerous one?
I mean, not lately.
Was it Shirley Jackson's The Lottery?
You're so stupid. It's called Nobody Wants to Die.
Okay. So it was. It was Shirley Jackson's The Lottery.
I walked right into that. I didn't realize that was going to happen.
Go on.
But it was just late enough, and I was just like in that weird introspective moment, because you know what games look like now. And I just thought to myself, the world that we came from with video games and what they look like, it is, I know people complain, and this whatever, younger generation is fine. I know it's like, oh, with the PS5 Pro or whatever. I'm like, if you guys took a moment to just understand.
Have you ever played Papers, Please?
What's it called?
Papers, Please. You are. It's on your phone. It's also on computer.
Like Nazi stuff?
No,
Papers, please.
You are an Eastern European passport checker to allow people in and stuff. It is.
That sounds intense.
A repressive government.
That sounds intense.
It is interesting. Like there's little different things you try to get. Yeah. It's not intense at all. Like it's 8-bit. Like it looks 8-bit, and you're just all you do is but you have to remember everything you have to check and all of that. Like it is.
Yeah.
It's a pain.
I have to say that this new modern thing where these younger game designers are now making games that look like the games from when we grew up. It's a very surreal kind of experience playing them, because it's new, but it's like, and they get the gameplay down pretty well.
Well, Denise finds that there's an erased file.
Say what?
It brought back both of them because that computer had that.
Bring back my girl.
Silence. God damn, you crazy ass. Well, the erased file is the real review.
What?
Yes.
Was it good?
No, it was a bad review.
No, stop.
So we're at the police. JB convinces them that Elliot was framed. No, because no one heard any shots. And the time of death, the autopsy report came in, the time of death could be much earlier.
Oh.
Lieutenant asked JB to think of who did not show up to the party. JB immediately leaves and calls Walter on the phone. This really does feel like it could have been Grady too, doesn't it? Like this Walter and a Grady. And because Walter's thing was, if I'm not having an anxiety attack right now, huh?
Yeah. I mean, Walter was just a stand-in Grady. They're like, Grady, do you want to be a playwright this episode? No? Okay.
You already
get a former student.
I guess you already do have a trad wife. You don't need anything else. Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. Well, girl, we're back at Elliot's office, and JB notices Barbara's script is on the desk. Barbara's the witch with the hair and the wardrobe.
Yes. No, I get that now. Yes.
So JB asks who Elliot thinks wrote Danny's review. He's like, well, anybody could do that. He's very easy to write for. But he thinks that the director is the one who did it.
Oh.
Well, JB has a drink with the director, and he's like, girl, they got rid of the old... We're having to take down all the publicity. We had one good review, and they have to take down all the publicity. Also, I was at that party all night. You better think about who wasn't there. Oh, Walter wasn't? Oh, so you're trying to frame me to save your precious little old class person? Oh, great. Hunty, move on.
Ooh. Move on. Move on.
Well, JB sees Barney. That's his name, not Jason. Barney, the publicist. He's taking down a review. She's like, well, this must hurt for you. He's like, nah, not really. I'll be a publicist elsewhere. All of us will be fine. This shit happens all the time. Well, she finds out that Walter is in the back room doing the edits.
Oh.
And JB asks where he was last night, and the lieutenant comes in to get him. Well, we're at the police department.
Okay.
And we found out that Walter just went to a bunch of bars and got real drunk. He doesn't remember where they are. He just kept going to bars, got real drunk. And then Miss Rizzo shows up. Mamma Mia.
Yes.
She saw Walter at 11 o'clock because that cute girl who comes on the news, you know the one? Yes, ma'am, we know the one. Well, she knocked on the door, asked where Danny was. She said he's upstairs. She lives on the second floor. He lives on the third floor, whatever. But she did not see him go up the stairs. And the lieutenant says, "Thank you, please go away outside. So much wedding, my goodness. Mamma mia." And so she goes outside. Yeah.
So much mamma mia-ing.
Well, Walter, we found out after the theater, he got real drunk. He went to see Danny. Then he realized when he couldn't find Danny's apartment, he was too drunk, so he came home. The lieutenant books him anyway.
Story. Whoa, Lieutenant, that's a lot, sir.
Yeah.
That's you're not being very litigiously sound right now.
No, but it happens.
Not to white dudes.
So JB then talks to Barbara with the hair, the witch, and the wardrobe. She's a troll now. And like she's got this tree thing in her hair instead of a troll. And JB asked her about the script, and she's like, "Oh, Elliot probably just took that whenever he came over to my place. And like I went to see him one time because Shayna wanted me to, and what he wanted was very gross, very weird, very naughty, to talk about himself over dinner for 4 hours."
I'm still on the hair of the witch.
The hair of the witch of the wardrobe.
Because in my mind, I totally understood, but then I automatically changed hair to HARE, and I like it started saying completely different story in my head.
Well, we're back at Shayna. She has a fantastic phone.
She does. Oh my god. It made me want a landline.
Girl, if we could do this with landlines like this the entire time, I totally would. It would get so uncomfortable. We could have the kind of the secretary's head,
the shoulder like we used to.
Oh God. So JB thanks her. She's very successful for ensuring the resourceful for ensuring the success of the play. And she brings up the Barbara thing, and she's like, "Well, it seems like those two could be mutually advantageous for each other."
Ooh.
Well, Shayna shows JB the tape of Elliot's critique, and JB's like, "That's it. I need to go see a man about a play." And Shayna's like, "I'll pay you double, triple, money.
Where'd you all get this money now? Because you've been cutting some corners, honey.
Girl, we all saw the producers. Anyway.
No, I do love that movie.
The old one and the new one.
Both.
I don't. The old one's great. I don't think I liked the new one as much.
I don't like it as much, but it's actually I thought it.
And it has nothing to. Who's the other one that's not Matthew Broderick in that?
Nathan Lane.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Who plays the Elvis part? Do you remember?
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
The Nazi Elvis?
It was.
Is it what's his the weird brother?
I thought it was what's his name, Roger Bart or whatever his name is.
Elvis.
I thought it was the dude that did it on Broadway.
Roger
Bart. For some reason that name Roger Bart sounds right to me, but I don't know.
It is Mel Brooks, Nathan Lane, Will Ferrell.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's Franz Liebkind. Yep.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, God. And Jay Rodriguez is in it too, being gay. Anyway. Well, we're at the theater, dear. JB's on stage in a chair. And she asks Elliot in to talk about a play,
Oh, all right.
one that she's writing. The killer's meticulous.
Mm-hmm.
He goes over to it's set in with some critics, and the killer goes over to the critic's apartment.
Okay.
He kills the critic. He deletes the bad review and places it with a rave review.
Okay.
He calls in the police to frame himself. He has an alibi. He was on TV when the review was sent over.
What?
However, he sent it at the TV station as he was giving his review. Elliot, we know, wrote both reviews because the wrong cast was used in both reviews.
That's right, because they always announce the cast changes at the very beginning of the show.
Because he was late, he missed it. And the television station has a phone log that shows 5 minutes of sending something to the Chronicle.
Oh my God.
We find out that the motive was he was a young writer who had his play panned by Danny when he was a young critic.
Oh.
So they have beef for a long time. We are talking Aretha Franklin beef.
And now you're just a prestigious, well thought about film or theater critic that everybody's afraid of, but you have a wonderful job like in doing televised film. Like,
so the lieutenant takes him away and he asks JB, how did you know the TV station logged his calls? And she's like, well, they should. Do 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 do. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you like this episode?
I did like this episode.
It was fun. It was a fun
so
one.
Much scene chewing. It's my favorite kind of
I know. Old white women chewing scenery. The hair of the witch of the wardrobe.
When Mamma Mia came out, I was like, this is the perfect episode. This right here. Perfect
You know
episode.
who she reminded me of? Because I've been watching this, like, I've seen it 3 times recently just because it gives me the feels. Melissa McCarthy in playing Barb Kellner, the pizza eater on SNL.
Oh my God, yeah. I thought about what's your name, Nelania, saying Margarita pizza. That's...
Why does everybody think this is funny?
So when she started talking, I was like, Margarita pizza.
Have you seen Hitalia before?
No, I haven't watched Hitalia at all.
Okay. I'm going to need you tonight. They're only 10-minute episodes. Okay. After this, I want you to watch the first episode of Hitalia, so you can hear Italy's and watch it in English, so you can hear Italy's voice because it sounds just like Nelania. I kid you not. It is. I can't help but picture when she said Margarita pizza. I was like, Hitalia. After this, please just watch the first episode so you can get it.
Down.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Actually,
well, Maim, did you enjoy this episode?
More of these, please. I need all the aging Hollywood stars you can throw at me.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah. In a whodunit crazy ass episode, right? It was fun. It was wackadoodle, but it was fun.
But those are the ones that are best on here.
It's true. Well, Maim, why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Hello, dear listeners. It's me, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. You can find me hosting karaoke all around South Beach, Monday nights at The Gathering and Thursday nights at Kill Your Idol. You can find me hosting other types of things and doing comedy. Those stuff's at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. And over to you, Mims.
Hey, y'all. I am the Divine Miss Mims. You find me online at DivineMissMims.com. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Patreon, Mims Maim above, patreon.com, Mims Maim, hey Maim.
Yes.
Another podcast, Baking Sugar, Designing Women podcast, hey Maim.
Yes.
Merchandise, MimsMaim.com, hey Maim.
Yep.
I love 5-star reviews. Hey, Maim.
Yep.
Do you know our dear listeners can reach out to us? That's right. They can send us a message at mimsandmaim@gmail.com. Hey, Maim.
She's broken. Yes.
You can't be broken if you were never fixed.
That's what your vet always saying about you, Henny.
Hey, babe.
Yes.
You have anything else to add? Goodbye. Say goodnight, Maim.
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.